I feel we should call this program The Evolution of the Latin and American Dances, and I will begin with the rumba. Before the war, I and my partner Pierre, who were looking for a new dance, and we heard that on the continent the rumba was being played a lot by a lot of famous bands. So we went to Paris and we found out the clubs where the best bands were playing, and we went to one called the Cabane Cubaine in Montmartre. There, right until the early hours of the morning, rumba was played, and many famous band leaders, including Don Barreto, came to play after midnight, after they'd finished at their own clubs. And we saw very much rumba dancing. We learnt it. We had lessons from somebody from the club, and came back to England and introduced this dance. We called it the square rumba. It had a certain amount of success, but we ourselves were very successful, but some of the teachers were a little apprehensive of teaching a new dance. But we really persevered and carried on. During the war, many Cubans came with the American army, and we had a friend in the Cuban consulate, and he always said to them, "Do you dance rumba?" And if they said yes, he sent us along to us in 96 Regent Street, which afterwards always was called the 96 by everybody, because we had so many foreigners come to our studio during the war. When I danced with these Cubans, I found that they were using a different rhythm, and I felt a little uncomfortable. I could always follow, but I didn't feel comfortable. Also Pierre, he did not feel comfortable. So we decided, as soon as it was possible, to go to the home of the rumba, Cuba, which we did after the war. As soon as the Bank of England allowed us the currency to go, which was in the late 40s and the early 50s, we went along to Havana. There we got to know the only really professional who taught there, Pepe Rivera, and he immediately said to Pierre, "But you are dancing on the wrong rhythm." So we set about learning it. Every night we went to Cuban clubs until about 4 in the morning, watching the rumba, dancing the rumba, having lessons the next day. This we did for a period of about 3 weeks or a month. And we came back to England with this rumba, which did not start on the beat at the one in the bar. It started on the second beat of the bar. And English people just were they were very difficult to make them see what a wonderful dance this was. And we pushed on with it. We ourselves demonstrated it. We always got very much applause. And eventually, after a certain number of years of trying and us going back to Cuba, every 2 or 3 years coming back with marvelous variations, having danced to really wonderful orchestras, including Sonora Matancera, who has with him Celia Cruz singing, and eventually we got the English public and the teachers to start to dance it. Now we had to name the steps, and you will find later that I call steps hockey stick, natural top, spiral. Well, we named all these steps. We gave them names which we thought probably were rather like what we were doing with our feet. For instance, on the spiral, you rather dance like a spiral staircase. The hockey stick is rather the shape of a hockey stick. The top, we turn to the right or the left on the spots, and so on. And these names we named and are now in the syllabus of every society all over the world. Basic movement. Fan. Hockey stick. Natural top. Opening out. Reverse top. The Aida. Basic movement. Fan. Hockey stick. 3 threes. Basic movement. Side step. Cucarachas. Alamana. Basic movement. Alamana. Hand to hand. Spots turn. Fan. Hockey stick. Progressive walks. Natural top. Closed hip twist. Sliding doors. Finishing with spiral. Fencing. Spot turn.
You with the sad eye. Don't be discouraged, though I realize it's hard to take courage in a world full of people. You can lose sight of it all. The darkness inside you can make you feel so small.